So, the first thing you need to do to get a thumbnail is you have to type in photopea. Photopea is this free online photo editor similar to Photoshop. Now, you just open new project and you click YouTube cover and click transparent. Click create. Now, it matters on how you want to make it. Now, if you just want to make a really simple one, you can do it like this, or you can go, for example, let's go red. Let's go with like maybe a tint of yellow or something like that. You can do that and do something like this. Now this will make, I guess, a just fine of a gradient, which you can use as the background of your video, or you can go with, let's see here, go with that. The second one will go with red, like I originally wanted to go. Okay, it's not listening, but whatever. It's basically all you have to do. So yeah, so you can make that as a gradient, as I'm doing here. Kind of draw it out, make this interesting looking gradient. Now this kind of looks like an esports vibe, so let's imagine this is an esports video. Now you're going to click the text button, and you're going to kind of drag it out in the middle. It doesn't really matter right now since we'll realign it later in the video. Now you're just going to type in, yes, for example, esports, since it kind of looks like esports. Then you're going to, damn it, cut this out, dumb frig. Now you're going to click Control A, which highlights all the font. Click Fonts and type in K. Now we're going to look for a pretty nice looking font called, if I can find it, Comica. Comica is a pretty popular font. Now, what you're going to want to put it as is one of these, doesn't really matter. I prefer Axis. Now, with Control A and still having everything highlighted, you can go to Free Transform, which is Alt Control T, but since my browser does not let me click Alt, we're just going to have to imagine it does. So you can do it manually or not. It doesn't really matter. And now you can kind of align it in the middle. It'll guide you. See now, that's the middle. And now we have esports like so. Now perhaps, this is kind of an interesting title. So how about we highlight this, make it a little bit bigger. So it kind of is like an indent. No particular reason. Besides, why not? Okay, now esports has a bit of an indent. Now this font doesn't seem to really fit esports very well, but I'm just gonna roll with it anyways. Because why not? Now, if you want to make the font a little nicer, you can go to blending options and you can go up to one of these options. Now, we're going to go with an outer glow. We're going to make it white. We're going to kind of make it have a nice big opacity. And we're going to make it have a higher. Hmm. You might want to put it at normal as well so it doesn't look all weird. Now, we're going to kind of make it nice and thick, nice and opaque. It has have a ton of opacity so you can really see it's there. And we're gonna put see you see the different amount of noise. So I'm gonna put noise all the way down. And we're gonna make size a little bit bigger, like so. So it just kind of has that radiation. Now spread matters on how much it's spread it out. Now I like the spread just the way it is. Now jitter doesn't really do anything in this situation, and range just kind of darkens or lightens it. Now I like the range we were at, so we'll keep it as that. Now that this is all done, we just click OK. That leaves us with a little white outlining around the font. This makes a pretty nice looking thumbnail. Um yeah, I think that's all you gotta really do. And now you can export it like so by clicking File and Export as PNG. So if you leave like translucent behind the text, you can just save it as a PNG and it'll actually work. So yeah, quality 100 and then save. But sometimes when you have a really detailed image, you want the quality to be lower because YouTube doesn't always accept the nicest quality of image. So if there's a lot on there, like for example, my Minecraft thumbnail you saw a couple episodes ago or videos ago, I had to lower the quality of the thumbnail because there was too many, or it was just too high quality for YouTube to put out there. I don't know why. YouTube's kind of gay to be honest when it comes to that. I mean, it wasn't really that high quality. So yeah. Now we're not gonna save it because this isn't actually that good looking. So we're gonna go to no, edit, sorry. And go to free transportation. Gonna bring it to middle like so. It was kind of too low. This might look a little better. It doesn't look perfect still. So now I think we're gonna make our background have some blur. Now you can go with normal blur, but like, what's the point of that? We're gonna go in and we're gonna instead go for some Gaussian blur. And then we can raise it or lower it. When it's all the way lowered, it's just kind of like how it was. But the more blur we really put it, you know, kind of a change in how it looks. Now we put it all the way up. It doesn't really super much change it, you know? It's kind of the same thing all the way through it. Now I think that looks just fine. It's nice split. Now, mind you, there's a lot more you can actually do here. This is pretty crappy for a thumbnail. I have a lot better ones, but you can do a lot more better than this. This is kind of trash to be honest. There's a lot of different kinds of blurs, mattering on what you need it for. A lot of different stuff I haven't really used. Maybe I should. But like here you can sharpen the edges, whatever you need. No real need, but if you need it, you can, I guess. But no. So this is really how you make a thumbnail. It's not that hard. It's actually kind of easy. Now, you can make one much better than this. This is kind of trash and didn't really use any thought to make it. But if you use some tiny bit of thought, like one brain cell or something like that, you can probably make a much better thumbnail than this. That's the video, so guess see you next time. Smash smash out. Don't run over the cat or something like that.